What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we are going to have to update Kaspa because it's been a long time since we have updated you on what's happening with the chart, and this is critical. Of course, this is not financial advice. Anything I say in this video should be used strictly as entertainment purposes only, or you could end up losing everything you have. So use common sense and don't be a dummy. All right? Be responsible for your own decisions. Here we are on the 4-hour chart. And as we can see, we had a massive pump that just happened on June the 2nd. Was it about June the 2nd? Where we saw the stochastic that was kind of dipping down, but being very stubborn. Because how many times did you see the fast line try to cross below the slow line, only to curl back up and continue touching it until we had this big cross, this big surge, and then we hung out in the oversold zone above the 80 line for a long time. This is very telling. Now, this stochastic action where we bounce around above the 80 line coincides with the ride up and then the continuance to nearly 20 cents, and now we're correcting. So here's how we can tell what's going on. Do you notice that the stochastic fell out of this box above the 80 line, and we have gone all the way down here where the fast line is below the 20 line? This would be the oversold zone. And the slow line, the red one, is just about to touch into the oversold zone. Not quite there yet, while we still are battling because we've got a green candle forming here. This tells me that we could probably have a reversal downstairs here, where this red line might do something like this pretty soon. So when you travel all the way down to the bottom from this peak here, right here, okay, let's just draw a vertical line down. And look what happened in this short amount of time during this range of where we are right now. Look at the action of the stochastic going all the way from overbought to oversold. Compare that to the previous zone where we start here with the big move right here at this crossover. And then we go all the way up, of course, to the peak. All right, do you see this? We zoom up, overbought zone, we hang out a while. Then we just used up all the juice for the correction. We went all the way down to oversold, but look how much price dipped down. So instead of giving back all of the gains, look at this, guys. We started here, right there, all right? So instead of giving back all of the gains, we end up right here, okay? So we're at the stochastic bottom. In fact, look at the previous bottom. There it is right there. What was the price upstairs? The price upstairs from this stochastic bottom is exactly where it was here. When that happens, you call this a consolidation move. As a matter of fact, we can even back it up to this previous bottom right here. The stochastic was bottomed out. What was the price corresponding to upstairs? Pretty much on top of the 50 EMA line and not too much below this stochastic bottom. So whenever you rise all the way to the top, price only moves up a little bit. Then you go all the way to the bottom. Price doesn't dip but a little bit. That tells you that this entire zone that you see from here on up is a consolidation move. When you get to the end of a consolidation move, price go boom up into here. All right. So let's give you another big fat arrow. Price go boom after consolidation move. Now, if this was a bear market, as this stochastic would dip, price would go down below the consolidation move. But looky here, folks, it's hanging up upstairs in this top support and resistance zone where it looks like we're going to settle down as support up here instead of breaking this zone. If we don't break this green box here, we are going to surge up again. What we would need to happen is to break this box and come back down to the 50 EMA, all right, to start another consolidation right around this price node right there that's sticking out, okay? And if we failed the box and failed the EMA, we would go back down to the point of control price at 14 cents. Right now, we don't have an indication of that because, like I said, we're already nearing the oversold zone, and we have not pulled price down. All right, we're in oversold zone, and price is hanging up here above the green box, where what we might see is this becoming a support. Okay, the top of this box can become support, and we can jump back up towards this node and then maybe launch off from there. So let's look at the one-day chart and get an idea of the seriousness of this potential move, and then that's the end of the video. So here is the one-day chart, and boy, yo boy, is it beautiful. What do you notice right off the bat? You notice the overall movement of the stochastic. We had, of course, a surge to these several little peaks here, but what is the overall move? It's doing that, all right? Where we're still slow line above the 80, fast line below the 80. But again, we could land and hit this box as support and continue to bounce up and move into price discovery, which I believe will happen. Now, here's the thing. When you go backwards, we notice that after this peak, we failed the box. Then we came back up for a failed rally. We failed the box again. See, we jumped down in here, and then we failed this support resistance zone, blew straight through it, went into the next one. We failed that one. We went into the third one where it found support, comes back up into zone 2, fails zone 2, jumps back up into zone 2, fails it again for good. Then we jumped up, resistance in zone 3, we go down, and we failed zone 3. But then we come back up and find support where it kind of broke it, but it came back with a nice green candle, so we'll call this a support in zone 3, and that's where the monumental move comes next for this whole zone, where we zoomed out, we took a breather, and then boom, there we go, right there to a high that broke the previous high, or at least maybe it matched it. Maybe it matched it somewhere around 18, 19 cents. And my portfolio was looking good because I've got 102,000 of these little suckers. And I like to look in my Tangem wallet, which you should get, the Tangem wallet, which is the only way to trade like being in a bank. There's my card, and I scan the card to my phone to make every move. And if you don't have the card and my phone, you can't steal my Kaspa. All right? Well, anyway, let's get back to the chart. But that's the safest way to play with Kaspa trading, even though I'm not trading it anymore. I quit swing trading Kaspa once it surpassed 0.004. I was going up and in and out from 0.005 was the first time I bought. And then I was buying and selling. And then it went up to 0.006, started to go down, and I bought it all back. So I got 100,000 after swing trading 20,000, 40,000, 60,000 at a time. Finally, I spent the money on buying everything back, and I had a total invested of $400 plus the gains I had made from the swing trading, and that got me 102,000. Not playing with it anymore, folks. So let's look and see what could possibly happen on this one-day chart. We are dipping below the 80 line slightly, but look at the rise on the lagging MACD oscillators. They're still moving up. The fast line is still above the slow line right there. We're printing light green bars on the histogram, but overall momentum is still going up, and I'm not going to say that we're going to have a serious correction as long as we stay in this channel of this set of MACD oscillators. The overall move is up, just like we had a strong move up here, and then we had a long correction move down to the bottom of the channel here. Wait a minute, that's supposed to be red. There's your correction. Now we're in an up channel, and since this is a bull market, we might not get another move like what we saw here for a long time. It could be a year. The overall progression is going to be up. We'll get these slight little corrections, but then overall, I think it's going to be up. So I could be wrong, so don't go betting the farm on what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you what I see on this chart. But like I have said many times, Kaspa pretty much is the safest bet in crypto land to me, because you're going to have the chance of Bitcoin-like gains, much bigger Bitcoin gains. I mean, I couldn't have made these kind of gains buying Bitcoin in 2022, was it? I think when I first started buying Kaspa. Yeah, if I would have bought Bitcoin, I wouldn't be sitting on $20,000 worth of Kaspa right now. All right? So keep your Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is the big brother, and it controls the markets, but Kaspa is safe and can give you monumental gains. And I think 17 cents is child's play compared to where this is going, because I think we're going to probably push up into price discovery where we could see 28 cents or running into the 30s or 40s. And then we'll probably have a consolidation period where we correct down. And then as we enter the bull market, I'm expecting at minimum case to surpass $1. I'm praying for $5, and I'm on my knees praying for $10. If I can hold on that long enough, I'm good. This is my wife's retirement investment package right here. And imagine that. I invest $400 and have the potential to come out with $100,000 minimum and $1 million maximum. It's pretty. So that's why I'm not worried about any of the rest of the things that I hold, even though I've got some good ones and I'll be reporting on them, and I am playing memes, but this is what's happening with Kaspa. Now, if I clear this out, I'll give you one more chart. I'll give you the 1 week just to look at the big picture, and it's looking pretty, and this is where you can see where we could potentially go and why I'm telling you that this bullish move is not done. And the reason is, look at the stochastic. It's pointing straight up. Look at this cross that's about to happen. So when the MACD oscillators are saying, hey, we just crossed over and it's lagging, and the stochastic is pointing straight up, oh boy, this is going to get fun. So let's draw some lines upstairs and tell you what could happen. What I said before is possibly correcting to the top of this box. And then my theory is, and it might not be right, is we're going to go into price discovery and look at maybe 28 cents. All right. Now, when you draw the line for it, I'm thinking it could kind of look like this. All right. And if that does not work out, if that's not the move, here's what the next more bearish interpretation would be. Correcting down to the top of box 2 that magically coincides with this rising light red line. All right. So if we correct to the top of zone 2, that's 14.8 cents. And if that happens, then the next move is going to be even more bullish and more vertical. We're going to have a very parabolic move after that point. I almost prefer that it would go to 15 cents. And if it does, maybe I buy 10,000 more. I don't need to because I got enough and I'm not going to be greedy. But if it goes to 15 cents, 14.8 cents, you guys, man, if you're looking for some serious coin to buy, you're at the right time, because they haven't even released smart contracts yet. That's coming next. There's just such tremendous upside for Kaspa. Let me know if you hold a bag of Kaspa. I would love to know. Post it in the comments below. And how bullish are you about Kaspa? Let me know. And do you also agree that this is one of the safest bets in crypto? I could be right. I might be wrong. It's all opinion. Anything can happen, and crypto land is still dangerous. But again, to do it the safe way, you need you one of these. And if you want to go buy one and get a discount, use my link. It's below, and you will help support my channel, because I'll get like a little $5 tip, and I'll apply that towards my bills that I pay to produce this channel for you. That's about all I've got for now, but I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. And if you would like to help support the channel so I can do more videos for you, you may do so by the giving of a super thanks. And I thank you in advance. That's all I've got for now. This is Carlton, and I am out of here.